And welcome to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. I don't know what that noise is, but somebody's trying to talk over me, but here we go. Welcome to the show today. It is a Thursday. We were caught off guard. I think it queued up a little bit like half a minute too soon.
Do you think so?
I think so.
Or do you think you just weren't ready?
I was ready. Yes, I was ready.
Okay, I'm just asking the question.
Oh my gosh, how are you doing today, Miss Ann?
Okay, I was over here fussing a little bit, but I'm not going to get it. You know.
What are you fussing about?
Just whatever comes with. It's not even age. It's just little physical things that creep up on you.
Yeah, you said you had to go to therapy after this show. You got a little tennis elbow, right?
I do. Y'all, that's no joke. You think a tennis elbow, or I have in the past, people say, oh, I've got a tennis elbow, and you think, oh, what a wussy you are, until I'm experiencing it, and it's a legit thing.
When you get tennis elbow, what have you done in the past to cause that problem?
For one, repetitive movement, may have aggravated it, and then I was doing some strength training stuff like I like to do, and I kept working through it, although it was starting to hurt.
Yeah.
And I kept doing it until it came to the point where it was I couldn't, I chored, I just couldn't keep up with my activities that I liked. Yeah. So that's when I had to get it addressed.
I had tennis elbow years ago, and it was caused from when I was doing construction work.
Again,
I was building houses with a hammer. Yeah, doing this, and we didn't have the pneumatic hammers.
Right.
We had to hold the nail.
Right.
And hit the nail.
Hopefully
with the
hammer. Nail.
Well, yeah, there was times when you did hit your fingers and things like that, but and it comes back on you even when you get away from that profession or that repetitive movement, there's damage there. And then when you come back to it and do something similar, like digging a hole or something, you go, why is my arm hurting so bad? It's that damage that you gave it years ago.
It's always been preached to me by physicians, by anybody worth their salt, to rest it. Right. And we as humans tend to not follow that advice until it's too late, and then you're having to deal with that kind of,
Right. You say,
I'm here now.
Yeah. Well, I can go just a little bit longer.
That's what I kept thinking. Yeah. Okay, I can just work through this pain. I can just work. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
There you are. Just what? Mickey Mouse said Dan was late. Okay.
I was late. I was waiting for the cue time, and we were supposed to come on at 59:50.
And
it came on at 59:40.
There you go, Bill Boswell. Now you know the story.
And it threw me off. I'm like, whoa, what's happening here? Whoa.
Yeah. Yep.
We're carrying on a conversation about tennis elbow. And it kind of got me off guard. So, anyway.
Yep. Oh.
Thanks for coming to the show today.
Me? Or them?
Well, everybody. I'm talking to everyone. I don't talk to you. I'm talking to everybody here. I don't talk to you this way when the show's off, do I?
No, you don't.
See?
No, you
I'm
don't.
not talking to you.
Okay. Now, really?
I'm going through puberty.
Something's
oh, my
going
gosh. Rain, I think, was a big thing yesterday that it didn't really do a whole heck of a lot.
Nope, it didn't.
We thought it was going to do an 80%er, but it really didn't.
I watched the radar, and you could just see it keep breaking up. So
yeah. Well, it's tomorrow's a big chance of rain. So you want to go through the rain chances for today? And
well, you know what, Dan? I would absolutely adore that opportunity.
Well, let me get you started. Mostly cloudy today with a high near 83 degrees. No chance of rain, it says here. But tonight it says 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Low 68. But Friday looks like an 80% chance of precip, with the possibility of showers and thunderstorms before 7 a.m. And then after that, it's going to look like it's going to thunderstorm too. High 83 for Friday. Friday night, 50% chance of showers with the low around 67. Saturday, about the same, 60% chance of showers Saturday night, 30% chance of showers. And then Sunday, looks like we may have a reprieve Sunday morning, but in the afternoon, later that evening, looks like 30% chance of rain. I don't know if it's just gonna. It's not a threat enough to stop your weekend. Just go ahead.
Just do what you're gonna do anyway.
Take one of those $1 raincoats with you, shove it in your back pocket in case you really don't want to get wet, and just go do whatever you want to do.
I have one made out of a trash bag. I'm good.
You ever bought those dollar ones at the dollar store for emergencies?
Yeah. I don't ever have it during the emergency.
I had one so long that when I needed it, I pulled it out of the little carrying case, and it was.
Was it stuck?
It was. I guess the heat from the car melted it together.
That was useless.
So I just took the square piece and put it on my head and protected the little bald spot on my head there.
Like a yarmulke.
Yeah. Did you want to do any more weather?
Nope.
I think we're good with the weather.
Oh,
boy.
I don't even know what's going on. I'm trying to follow along.
We got to do a Paradise Cream, right?
We do, Dan.
We do.
We need to talk about Paradise Cream, and y'all need to get there.
Well, yesterday they had a 50% off. You buy one, you get one for 50% off. I wished I'd have known that yesterday.
I know. Me too.
I would have bought 4 pints.
That means you need to follow their Facebook page.
Yeah,
right there,
because that happens.
Because that's how they let you know those things.
Yeah, they didn't let us know. But anyway, summer hours have started at Paradise Cream, Monday through Wednesday. Monday through Wednesday from 3 to 8, Thursday through Saturday from 12 to 8, and then Sunday from 12 to 7 p.m. They're open. 30 flavors to choose from. It's the best ice cream because it's full of cream. hence the term ice cream.
Ice cream, you scream. We all scream for ice cream.
Yeah,
Who doesn't remember that?
We had a guest on the show several weeks ago that does their own milking, and they sell their milk.
Yes.
I got a half a gallon of that the other day.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And?
Yes, you can hold it against regular milk, and you can definitely see the difference in color. It looks yellow.
Yellow.
It's yellower, yeah. And the taste.
Was it phenomenal?
It was awesome.
That was AJ Neptune's, by the way.
Yeah.
In case people are wondering where that one. I know there's other places too that sell fresh milk. If anybody's listening and you know those people, I'd be happy to have them come on and talk about it.
We're not promoting them in any way.
No, we're not.
It's not a promotion, but
right.
I just had some breakfast this morning. I just downed the glass of milk like it was butter.
There you go. I can't do that. That thick stuff makes me.
Oh, the thick milk. It wasn't thick. It wasn't thicker.
Oh, it wasn't.
But it tastes creamy.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about Paradise Cream, by the way.
Did you know? Have you seen the big new building out towards Walmart there on the left, past Sonic? The big surgery center.
Yeah. Yeah, well, what is going on there?
It is Baxter Health they've built an ambulatory surgery center, and I'm not sure what day it is open to function for surgeries.
Ambulatory surgeries. You come in and then you walk out.
You walk out the same day. Yes,
Okay.
I mean there's a recovery room and all that, but you do not spend the night. They do not have facilities for you to.
That sounds like
stay
it'd be a lot cheaper to have something like that.
Usually there's a difference.
Maybe the price is not any different.
I'm not sure what all those details are, but they're having their ribbon cutting, and that will be on June 16th from 11 to 2. And they will then have a ceremony from noon to 1 p.m., I guess, for their opening. And they're going to have hot dogs, chips, cookies, refreshments, family-friendly fun. And you'll get to go and, I don't know if you're going to get to tour it, but it says you get a chance to see the state-of-the-art facility. And, Arkansas Orthopedics is on the left side of that whole building, and then the surgery center is there on the right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, come out to the ribbon cutting on June 16th.
Let's see what kind of cookies they have.
I'm going to have to make sure they get good ones.
All right. That sounds good. They're new to the area. We'll find out, talk about their progress and see how they're doing.
You betcha.
All right. Okay. What else?
Well, Dick's 5 and 10. But
Okay.
do you want to do that right now? We could do it later.
Well,
I guess I already brought it up.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't know if I've got anything on it right here, though.
Okay, so they're doing phase 1A of phase 4. Like there was 4 phases that they did this whole project, Streetscape, and so they've got road closures for 14 days to allow crews to remove and replace pavement and ensure concrete has time to properly cure. And during this whole time, Dick's 5 and 10 has been giving away 5 $100 shopping sprees. So go visit Dick's 5 and 10 and check that out.
You wonder about their marketing strategy to do that during all that construction when there seems like it'd be a restrictiveness.
It would be hard.
Yeah, it
I
seems
would
like
think.
it'd be.
You have to intentionally, I would think, go there.
Well, it'd be like a game show where you have to physically jump over obstacles and
Jump over each other, try to be first in line. I don't know.
yeah. Anyway,
Go check
them out. It's a great place to go and step back in time to the nostalgia era, and maybe find some
real
things.
deal. How about
real deals too. Yeah.
deals?
All right.
Okay, I'm ready to move on.
You want to move on?
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
Okay. What jobs do you think might go away because of AI?
Wow.
I think a lot of jobs will go away.
I do too. Fast food workers, somebody said that.
Yeah.
I have to wonder about factory type work.
But you know what? I think that it would probably open up specialized fields for people that work on AI.
I would
like
think.
if they're actually robots. Now, my partner doing the Star Trek stuff, he's a biomedical engineer.
Really?
Yeah, he fixes. He comes in and fixes like a CAT scan,
Right.
or some of the big things. I mean,
That
who's going to do that work?
True.
You can't just call a auto dealership and say, "Hey, could you come in and fix my MRI?" And his field is so specialized that he travels to Chicago, he travels to Kentucky
To do that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that field is wide open for people that know how to diagnose and to repair.
But unless people jump on board, I would think that would be a small field of people right now. You know, that do biomedical engineering. I don't know.
It's a high
Or is
demand.
it
It's a high demand.
That's why I'm thinking there must not be a lot of people who are in that field.
Yeah. You know, a lot of places, a lot of big facilities like hospitals have their or they have engineers.
Yes.
But they can't do, they can only fix little things like, oh, there's a fuse out. I can change a fuse or whatever. But to do specific things, and we're talking about AI, we're talking about robots and mechanics and automation, that kind of thing. It's going to be a big field, and I could see where you could have a team of people that either traveled from place to place, or each little company had their own little crew that did that kind of work. What do you got?
Oh, Bill Boswell said live radio announcers. Y'all are busting our behind between him and Phelan. Oh, me. Anywho, we do have a couple of, it's like fast food workers and then live, funny ones of live talk show hosts. But anyway.
I just wonder what kind of jobs that would go away.
Do you think factory type?
I don't think all will. I think you're still going to have a physical crew of humans to manage, oversee,
Supervise,
quality
maybe,
check,
quality
that
check,
kind of
I would
stuff.
think.
Yeah,
I would hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our question for today, for our topic to ponder, is what jobs do you think go away because of AI? And it's on our Facebook page right now. Go check it out. Put an answer down for us, if you don't mind.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading.
You still reading?
Well, I was reading more of a response. Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on to our Today in History.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
Our policy is directed not against any country or doctrine, but against hunger, poverty, desperation, and chaos.
78 years ago, in a speech at Harvard University, Secretary of State George Marshall explained his plan for rebuilding the economies of war-torn Europe. His outline for vast assistance and financial aid became known as the Marshall Plan.
Okay.
Tel Aviv is blacked out tonight, as dark as the inside of a drum. Last night, the lights were blazing. Tonight, it is even blacker than London was in the Second World War.
58 years ago today, 1967, the Six-Day War between Israel and the Arab neighbors, Egypt, Syria, and Jordan, and Iraq began. Israel would capture the Sinai Desert, the Golan Heights, and West Bank of the Jordan River and the Gaza Strip. They also reunified Jerusalem under Israel control. CBS News correspondent Charles Collingwood reported from the Tel Aviv after nightfall on June the 5th, the end of the war's first day.
My thanks to all of you, and now it's on to Chicago, and let's win there. Thank you, guys.
57 years ago, Senator Robert Kennedy was shot and fatally wounded at the Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles, where he had just claimed victory in California's Democratic presidential primary. Chicago was the site of that summer's DNC.
The senator is on the ground. He's bleeding profusely from apparently the senator has been shot.
That was reporter Andrew West, and he was at the Kennedy side when the gunfire erupted.
Somebody shot Robert. Close the door. Close the door. Close that door.
A little chaotic, wasn't it?
Yeah, and again, that was Andrew West, and he was witnessing the struggle to get the gun away from Ciron.
Yeah.
Get the gun. Get the gun.
Wow.
Get the gun. Stay away from the gun. Get the gun. Take a hold of his thumb and break it if you have to. Get his thumb. Get the gun, Raper. Okay, now hold on to the guy. Hold on to him.
That same event, moments after the shots were fired, there was chaos, absolute chaos. And then number 6. Okay. I will
Do you
read
have
that.
it?
I do have it.
Okay.
Let's see. 57. Let's see.
Well, do we have a clip?
I don't have 6.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Well, 57 years ago, it's on the same whole line of Robert Kennedy, and moments after the shots were fired, there was chaos, and we heard that in the previous clip.
Yeah, okay. All right. 7.
I absolutely know that Elizabeth is still alive. I know it. I just know within my heart that she is still alive.
All right, 23 years ago today, 14-year-old Elizabeth Smart vanished from the bedroom of the Salt Lake City home. Her father, Ed Smart, told reporters a few days later he was confident she would be found.
He was right, too.
Yeah, he was right. Elizabeth Smart was freed 9 months later. 2 abductors were convicted of kidnapping.
Ronald Reagan won America's respect with his greatness and won its love with his goodness.
21 years ago, President Ronald Reagan died at his California home at the age of 93 after a long bout with Alzheimer's disease. President Bush recalled him very fondly.
And then on June 5th, 1956, we have a birthday cut. Saxophonist Kenny G was born 69 years ago from the album Classics in the Key of G. There was a version of Duke Ellington's In the Sentimental Mood.
Who doesn't remember the Kenny G era?
And we played that, what was it? What does he play? Clarinet?
Saxophone.
Saxophone.
Or tenor sax.
Oh.
Or isn't it
No.
some kind of alto?
No, I think it was a...
What
It
did he
says
play?
saxophone. It says saxophonist.
Yeah.
I didn't know he played sax. Maybe, I don't know.
He did.
He played several different things.
But it
He
was
played
all
outside
some
of his
different
mouth.
type of saxophone, I think,
okay.
and like on repeat.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Guys, I'm lost now.
10.
Is it 10?
You
Okay.
can't be me. You had a hard enough time being you when you had your chance, and that's why you're in here. All right? I'll fight Sanchez the way I fight.
Actor Mark Wahlberg was born 54 years ago. He picked up an Oscar nomination for The Fighter, playing a boxer living in his older brother's shadow.
Mm-hmm. And then another birthday cut, musician Pete Wentz was born on this day 46 years ago. He's best known for playing bass, providing backup vocals, and writing the lyrics for the American rock band Fall Out Boy.
Well, the next singer, somebody, Troy, I do not know how to pronounce that name. Troy Sivan was born 30 years ago, and I probably completely botched that.
Okay.
So nobody probably even knows whose birthday that is.
All right.
That's
We're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we're gonna have Terry Register from the Boone County Library, and she has brought somebody from the library with us.
Yeah.
And for all those people that are listening to the show, this is what you got from a radio announcers today. This is the new wave of radio announcers. And we will be right back in just a few minutes. Stick with us. And welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. We're a rambunctious group here this morning.
We're awful. We were chatty with each other this morning when things were a little off, and then here we're chatting with them, and all of a sudden we're back.
So this is one of our one-off shows, right?
We're
all off.
Yeah, we're off.
Just
whatever.
half a phase or half a split second.
It's all off.
But the Boone County Library is way on.
Yes,
that's right.
We are.
We have with us in the studio. Did you want to go ahead?
Ahead.
Oh, Terry Register and Madison Ramsey.
Yes. And Madison's new to being here.
Yes.
So,
and she is doing a great job.
Good deal.
Thank you.
Yeah, she just jumped right in and took over, and she is wonderful. So
Good deal.
Thank you.
She's our adult outreach coordinator.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Well, welcome to that
how was that stint for you for what was it, a couple months that you had to do both at one time, right?
It was a long day.
I bet it was.
She does everything. She's everywhere and everything at the library. She does great.
Good. Good
deal.
So we've got
hit it.
We have some sad news, but some good news.
What?
Ginger, our director, is going to retire.
Oh boy.
My gosh.
That is the sad news because we are going to miss her.
Very
but
much.
we're going to have a retirement party for her on June 27th from 10 to noon. So stop on by, tell Ginger, give her your wishes and everything, tell her good luck. So
what time?
From 10 to noon on June 27th.
Is she really retiring?
She is retiring, but she's going to be she's going to help the new director.
Okay.
In her position.
Has someone been hired for
Yes.
position yet?
Angela Mueller has been hired, and she'll be our interim director until everything falls through.
Now,
falls in line.
was Angela a part of the Boone County Library, or did
she was
bring her
a
in for
school
some?
librarian and decided to change.
Okay.
Well, that's perfect, though.
Yeah.
What a nice
she's been in
transition for her.
library for a while. Yeah. So, yeah.
Perfect.
So.
But as always, there's probably nothing going on.
Of course not. No, we are so ready for our summer reading program. So we are still signing up. We've got the rest of this week. You can sign up through Saturday to sign up for our summer reading program. So come on down to the library and do that.
Okay. They need to be physically there to do it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. And then we start Monday the 9th, June 9th. We're having snow cones out in the parking lot at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Cool.
So come on by and get some snow cones.
Well, it should be hot enough.
Who doesn't want a snow cone?
I know,
right.
You know? Really? They're good. So, and then we've got activities every day, well, Monday through Thursday, all summer long. Okay? So,
wow.
Yes, we're going to be busy, busy, busy. So, for the rest of the month, we have, and they're all, on Mondays they're at 10 o'clock, on Tuesdays they're at 2 o'clock, on Wednesdays they're 10 o'clock, and on Thursdays they're 2 o'clock.
10-2, 10-2.
10-2, 10-2. So, and story time is coming back. We're just going to do story time, not toddle time, and story time. That's going to be at Thursdays at 10, and that's for kids 0 to 5. Miss Irene will be doing that. So, yeah, okay.
She just sits and reads.
She reads and sings songs and does little finger plays and gets up and dances.
Things that are
and
appropriate
stuff.
for you.
Oh, yeah.
0 to 5, so,
she loves it. So what we got coming up this month is, I'm going to read the list. We got snow cones. We got squeegee art. We have foil art, string art, paper plate scratch art, tie-dye. That's going to be fun.
That's always a fun one.
Art games. Rich Davis is going to come back this year, teach kids how to draw simple little cartoons. We got paper plate rainbows. Marty the Magician is coming back on the 23rd. We're going to do a 10 and a 2 o'clock on that one. We got Shrinky Dink keychains, Galaxy chalk pastel art, Eat a Rainbow with the county extension, and
Eat a Rainbow.
Do people come in and do these programs, or do y'all do?
Some people do. I do a majority of them, but we have Rich Davis, Marty the Magician, the county extension. Next month we've got the Amazium is coming, and we have Arkansas Game and Fish is coming to do some activities.
Wow.
So, yeah. So it is going to be
There's
a very
some coordination going on there.
Summer. Yes, it is.
Wow.
Yeah,
lots going on.
I know. It's going to be very full. So check our website, check our calendars on the website. Stop in, get a calendar, get a newsletter.
And follow their Facebook
page.
Yes,
the Facebook
page.
Yes.
If you're a Facebooker.
Right.
I am a big Facebooker.
She is. She's on it, so. All
Good
right.
deal. That's wonderful. Go ahead, Madison.
Okay, so we have a lot of fun adult programs for the summer. We have our normal Tuesday meetings for crochet. I encourage everybody to come out. It's going to be so fun. And then we have our normal book clubs, which are going to be the first Thursday of every month and the third Wednesday of every month. So come join those. You're more than welcome to come.
And what time do those happen?
Well, evening book club will start at 5:30, and then noon book club will start at noon on the Thursdays. And then we have a couple fun events for the month. We have Hickory Hills coming in to talk about Medicare. It's not anything to push anything. It's just for educational.
You know what?
purpose.
I'm at the age where I need to start looking into it.
I honestly, as a 22-year-old, need to be attending those because I was not taught those things.
When is that?
That is going to be on Monday, June 9th.
Okay.
And then on June 10th, we have Summer State of Mind, which is a vision board night where you can come create a vision board for the summer, your dreams and goals. I figured this was just a fun activity for adults, just kind of get an idea.
A lot of them do that.
Yeah, a lot of hands-on things. And then the next thing that I'm going to start doing is it's called Steps in Our Streets, where we meet once a month at 2 o'clock. Just depending on the date of the month. But for this month, it's going to be June 11th from 2 to 3, where we walk around the town. You meet people within the community, make friends, chat, catch up.
You get
all
to
the
see
things.
what's our downtown has to offer.
Yeah,
It's up and
we've grown
coming.
so much with the local businesses,
Right.
and if we need anything, Matt Bell's right down the road.
Right.
So it's just like I think an overall good idea. It's
think
starting
that's
to warm up. So yeah, and then the next thing we have is going to be Letters for the Nursing Home on June 12th at 5:30. This is just going to be fun, and just I feel like this will be really good for the elderly. They'll really enjoy it.
They appreciate getting that mail, and a lot of them
do.
don't get mail.
Right. And so I feel like some may be lonely, so I feel like us as like a younger community, we could
that's great.
Now, who's writing the letters?
We people who
Whoever
come
attends.
and
Okay.
whoever attends. You don't.
So you volunteer, come in, and you just write a letter randomly to someone you don't even know, right?
I bet you could write more than one.
Yeah, you can write more than one. You can write, or you can like draw on it, ask them questions.
Oh, nice.
And then hopefully they'll come back and we'll get.
Do you put someone's name on it or no?
I'll
It's
just
a
go and I'll deliver it to the nursing homes,
Okay.
and if they want to be pen pals, then
That's a cool
something
idea.
like
That's
in
a
the
nice
next month
idea.
that we can start doing. And then I feel like then relationships could start building, and then eventually maybe volunteer at the nursing home, go and
those
chit-chat
people
and all
are
that.
forgotten.
Yeah,
for the most part.
Yeah.
I think if
for
they don't have
sure.
a family anymore, everyone is going off, and that's how Three Wishes started.
Yes.
That idea.
Yeah.
Good
I
idea.
thought
Good
about
idea.
that. Yeah, for sure. And then on on Tuesday, June 17th, we have the diabetes cooking class. We did a 6-week course where a woman came in. She talked about how the pros and cons of diabetes. There's not really pros of diabetes, but just kind of helpful tips.
How to deal with it.
Yeah.
I
Just
guess.
like to bettering it and all that.
Understanding the why of it also.
Right. Yeah.
How
Just
it
very
happens.
educational for people to know.
When is that?
That is going to be June 17th at 5:30.
Yes.
And then on June 20th, we have the Red Cross Blood Drive, where you can come in, donate blood. They have a lot of fun prizes lined up if you come. And so, that'll be from 10 to 2. So give back to your community and everything. So, and then on Wednesday, June 25th, I've decided that we're going to do a cozy color hour, where you come. Sorry, that was a mouthful.
Adult coloring?
Yes, adult coloring. I mean, kids can come if they want, but we have the children's department, and I feel like it's, since there's not like people are out of school, they're not working, teachers can come and enjoy like an hour away from their kids just coloring.
It can be therapeutic.
Oh, 100%.
Yes.
Now, is it just a plain piece of paper?
No,
or
well, I'll have
tell us about
coloring
it.
papers, designs. I'll provide all the materials. You can just come, enjoy, bring your favorite drink if you want, chit chat. Get to know some friends.
Knee high.
So,
Bring them too.
Yeah.
My knee high.
They don't need to sign up ahead of time.
No. So these events are not going to be signed. They're in the future, in the next coming months, there will be like a sign up only, just because there will be like certain materials that will need to be provided, but not this month. Just come in, hang out. A lot of it will be on the Facebook page, and you can come in the library, but I'm a Facebooker, so I like to go and promote things. And then on June 28th, we have flower arranging with Master Gardeners at 5:30, where she's going to come in and teach everybody how to make flower arrangements. And that one's not a sign up as well. So, yeah, she's great.
That'd be difficult for me.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know where to shove and
I don't either.
build.
I'll be
And
sitting in the back. Yeah.
There is an art to it.
There is.
Yes. So that's all I have for June, and
July's probably just around the corner.
July is
It'll
just
be
around the
loaded
corner.
also. Yes, it will be. Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Well, lots going
Okay.
on as usual.
do.
And again, the website, we didn't say what it is, but
It is BooneCountyLibrary.org.
and
all
the
one
Facebook
word.
page is just Boone County Library.
Boone County Library, yes. And you'll see several of us with a picture up there.
And sign up for their newsletter because you get this sent email to you.
Yes.
Or pick up a copy of it at the library.
Yeah.
The front desk. Yes.
And all of that agenda is in there.
In there.
So you can follow along.
Yes.
More things too.
Yeah.
Yeah, with our employee of the month, Terry.
Oh, well, of course.
Yes, she works so hard and she deserves it. Yes.
You have no option, though. You have to get the work done.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. Have to get it done.
Well, thank you guys for coming in again.
Thank
we appreciate it. Check out the Boone County Library. It's always there for you. And they got a lot of resources. Get their newsletter. Get on their Facebook page.
Yes.
I'm sure it's going to be up to date if you're that crazy about
yes,
Facebook.
She will.
It's
it might go to TikTok too. I don't know.
Yes, yeah. I want to create a TikTok, but I just haven't gotten myself to do it yet.
Well, you can go in the alley and practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Do your skits out there.
Yes.
Hey, thanks, guys. We're going to take another break, and when we come back, we'll have more for you from Around the Table with Dan and Ann. Stay with us.
$5 and $10 is going to give away their $100 shopping sprees. So go in there. I keep looking back there to see if we're coming back.
This whole thing's throwing me off today because our ad blocks are
short.
They're short.
They came up short.
And we usually have time to, I guess I don't want to say prepare because I'm always prepared.
Well, we don't prepare anyway. Usually in the middle of it on a break anyway. But
anyway.
Anywho.
Yeah. Let's see.
You want to talk about anything?
There
we are. We're back, Dan.
Yeah, we're back now. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start us out with the internet debates whether the middle seat controls the air vent on a plane. Now, you each have your own air vent. Oh, my gosh.
Don't get me started.
You each have your own air vent. You control your air vent.
No. But if you sit in the middle, do they have a third vent? I thought there was only 2 vents. Oh,
no.
Okay.
On a 3-seater, I've got 3.
All right.
It's an unspoken rule, and I did not know this, that on a plane, the passenger in the middle seat gets both armrests. Was not aware of that.
Well, think about it. The person on the right has an armrest, and the person on the left has an armrest, and the person in the middle
has 2 armrests?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's the undesirable seat. And I have been on a 2-hour flight between 2 extra jumbo people.
It's hard to do.
And I'm putting my elbows together the entire way because they're so large. I mean, it's not anything to do with their size.
We're not criticizing
other than the fact that the airlines go by an average size person. They don't go by larger people. And I think that they should give a larger person if they want to. I mean, if they weigh more, they should give them an extra seat.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I learned something, but I always put my husband in the middle. I get the window, always, because I'm the one that's going through filling out all the information.
Huh?
And Richard gets the middle seat, so he has to share that middle. He has to share one of his armrests with me.
Well, what about the person next to him in the aisle?
He shares it. I don't take it away from him. We share it.
So he gets
he gets part of it, and I get the part behind, or
I know,
whatever.
But what about the third seat?
Well, I don't know. They've got their left one.
But he's sitting beside somebody he doesn't know, right?
Correct.
Well, why don't he just lean on that person?
Well, maybe he feels better leaning on me since he does. I
don't know if you hog this the window seat all the time.
Oh, I do. I ask him if he wants the window seat, and he's not going to take it away from me.
He's not going to take it away from you. You know better than that. He's chivalrous.
Oh. So here's another one. On Reddit, after they claim to have gotten into it with a middle seat person who kept closing the row mates' A and C vents.
Oh, we didn't like it.
You should not have control over A and C. Here's what C, who's usually the inside or the aisle,
right,
should have control of their own vent. But if it's blowing on somebody else, then I think you have a right to ask them to turn it down or turn it towards them.
Well, you twist those things to turn them down, right?
You can turn them all the way off, basically.
Right.
I don't know. It's just common courtesy.
So the person in the aisle seat wanted to control all of them.
Well, I guess it was blowing on the person in the middle.
Well, push it over there, and if they don't like it, turn it off.
Turn it on them. That's what I would do. Anyway, you're making a lot of foo-foo about it here, but it's just common courtesy. If you'll.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know about the middle person gets both armrests, though.
Okay.
So,
they should have a little light that comes on and that says, "Attention, middle person has total control over the middle armrest."
That should be in their safety thing, so that people don't get mad.
Yes, where they do the aisle and this thing and all that stuff.
I got it.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh boy.
So middle seat gets they get the control. They get control.
I guess so.
There's a big storm that's happening. It's a dust cloud in the Sahara Desert, and it's so bad that forecasters are now predicting that it could combine with nearby storms, dumping brown rain all the way to Florida this week.
Wow.
NASA's best guess is that the cloud of African sand is more than 2,000 miles wide and 750 feet tall, but even it unleashed a sandy downpour that says the worst case scenario is that everyone will need a car wash.
I'm sure that's true.
Well, that happens. that happens. I remember when Mount St. Helens exploded, there was ash on the cars all over the place. Yeah,
everywhere.
So,
did you hear about that kid who went to work after graduating? Like immediately after he graduated, he went straight to work.
Well,
like
he's
being
dedicated.
a responsible young man.
Right.
Well, he went viral for leaving his high school graduation to go straight to work for a big burger chain, which was Burger King.
Right.
But he won't have to worry about paying for his college education because after a customer shared a video of him making burgers in his graduation stall, a GoFundMe raised almost $200,000 for this kid. Now his bosses have chipped in an extra $10,000. When he's done flipping burgers, he says he plans to go to Georgia State to study neuroscience.
Well, you think about it.
Humanity.
What did you do after your graduation?
I went to some party somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I did anything.
Mm-hmm.
I probably had a job. I went to work, I'm sure, after that.
It would have been late at night, so I can't, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, but that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Those things are pointed out.
Yeah.
I like stuff like that.
I do, too. It's a feel-good story, Dan.
Yeah, and did you know that the U.S. Army has already met its recruiting goals in 4 months early this year?
I did not, because I thought they were, like, way behind.
No, it's been a bad couple of years for the military branch, the past couple of years. They were unable to meet their recruiting goals in 2022 and 2023 and just barely made it last year.
Wow.
Now the U.S. Army announced that it has met its recruiting goals for 2025 4 months early. So what changed this year?
Yeah.
The Army says its new prep course and an increase in recruiting bonuses are what pushed them ahead. 61,000 future soldiers have signed new contracts.
Wow.
And there's a big push to make it an old-style Army again, where you have masculinity in the force, and I think that's probably attracting a lot of people.
I mean, something is for sure.
Yeah.
Have you ever been scammed, Dan?
I have. I've had more people try to scam me than I've been absolutely. I don't know that I've been scammed.
You're wise to it now, though.
Yeah.
I'm more aware.
Yeah, I'm skeptical, and there's times when I embarrass myself coming unglued to legitimate people.
Oh.
Because I think they're scamming me because I don't know who they are.
Well, in what instance?
What do you mean? I get myself embarrassed?
Tell me a scenario.
I'll say, well, "Who are you? What
Like a phone interview?
Yeah, they call me on the phone and they'll start talking, and I'll say, whoa, wait a minute, who are you now? And a lot of times they will rattle off the name of their business so quick that you go, "Well, that sounds legitimate, but I didn't hear a word you said," and usually it's not. But there's been some times when I will kind of embarrass myself and.
I'm sure that can happen.
Well,
but you have to be skeptical anymore, I think.
You want to call me out of the blue, you're going to get a little kickback, I guess.
Well, this survey said that, basically all of us have been, or it said 96% are targeted by scams every single week. And I get text message ones, about odd stuff. And I, of course, I just delete it. But email scams are the most common, followed by shady phone calls and bogus texts trying to steal your personal information. Yeah. So just be aware. And I'm more apt to go and if I see the name of a company, I will go research it on my own before, whatever.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. We're going to take a break now, our last one. And when we come back, we'll have more good stuff for you from Around the Table with Dan and Ann. Stick with us. Welcome back to Around the Table. One more time. We have a few more minutes in this show, and tomorrow will be our last show of the week. Actually, it's the first.
It's been a short week for us.
It's been a short week.
I like the short week, Dan.
You like short weeks?
Yeah. I'm cool with it.
What would be the ideal situation for working here? I mean,
I don't know. I have to give that some
if
thought.
our show is Monday through Friday, what would be the adequate time to spend here doing a show?
I think an hour's fine.
An hour? No, what I mean, do you think we
mean?
should break it down like maybe to like 4 days a week or 2 days?
Oh.
You want to do 2 days a week?
I would do 2 or 3.
And then once we got used to doing the two or three shows a week, do they still have to be an hour? Or do you want to cut them back to like 40
No,
minutes?
we can do an hour. An hour's okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you stand an hour, but you only want to do it 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah, that'll work.
So once that sets in, we do that for a few months.
Okay.
Would you want to change it to something less or something more?
I don't know. I'd have to experience it.
Yeah. Do you ever in life want to do more things or less things?
Yes.
When it requires work?
Yes. Both.
Less. Oh,
both.
you don't want to do
both.
You want to do more? What would you do?
It depends on what I don't know. I'd have
what
to think
more
about
would you
it.
want to do?
I'd want to travel more.
Well, see that's not work.
No, okay, you're
That's
talking
not.
about work.
We're talking about drudgery. Do you consider this drudgery?
Less. It's not
Okay, see.
drudgery. I mean, this is not drudgery. That sounds
Okay.
horrible.
Do you get a satisfaction out of coming to work?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
But only 2 or 3 days a week?
Yeah. And if I didn't come at all, I'd have to find something
So if you
to
didn't
do
have come
outside
to,
of my home.
what would you would have to find something to fill that time in, wouldn't you?
Can we start at 9:30? No, I'm just kidding.
Is it
it's
too
not the
early
time.
in the day
9,
for you?
No, 9 is plenty fine.
You know, you could go to bed earlier.
I do. It's sad. It's sad.
Yeah.
Like 9:30, we're about ready to turn the lights out.
You go to bed that late?
Sometimes
Wow.
it's 9, but usually it's about 9:30.
Yeah. Well, what can I say?
What would you do?
Party's over.
Let's turn that back on you.
I don't know. I've thought about it, and you know, the weekend's enough for me.
Weekend.
The weekend is enough for me to recuperate.
Oh.
I enjoy the challenge of work.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
I don't know.
Kudos to you. And I do too. It's just here recently, my mind and I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I feel just, I don't know how to say it.
There's something you're missing, and you don't know what it is.
I'd say that's it.
Okay.
I don't know if that means more time to do something else. You know, if there's a door that's going to open for me that's outside of this place, I don't know. So, I don't know.
Have you ever thought about going and looking at doors?
No.
Seeing what kind of door you'd want to open.
No.
Maybe the door that you want to open is not the appropriate door.
It may not be,
Maybe,
and that's why I rely a lot on my prayer life and that type of thing. and I'm one of the people.
Are you one of those people
I'm going to talk about my prayer life here, but I've gone to God and I've said, okay, you're in control. But could you just slam that door really, slam it shut? Because I'm trying to negotiate with him.
Here's the problem. You want it to move a little quicker.
I do, always.
You want it to move a little quicker.
Always.
And, you know, God has a certain timing.
Yeah, he does.
You know, I think that when God created the earth, he separated time from infinity.
Mm-hmm.
He made time happen.
Mm-hmm.
So his timing is infinite.
Yeah, he doesn't have like the 24-hour day type of
so
time.
The prayers that you're asking for, you may not even know they're being answered.
I know that.
For years later.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I've experienced that.
So
you know.
You may be exactly where you need to be and be confident and happy and
Y'all. God. Wow, I'll be jolly to come back tomorrow after all that.
I don't know. I'm just making this stuff up as I go.
Yeah.
Because, you know, in essence, I don't know.
I'm feeling a little humped over from getting kicked somewhere.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kick you. I need to nudge you a little bit.
Put on the spot, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, you know what today is, don't you?
It's time for me to go.
It's National Ketchup Day.
Well, I'm glad you're going to catch up because I can't even find it. There it is.
You know, that's why I like
catch up, or ketchup?
Ketchup, like the condiment.
Okay.
Tomatoes are a fruit, and I always knew this because I like tomato jam.
Right.
Then it isn't technically a smoothie though, but that's what ketchup is. So that's what happens.
It's been ground up to make it smooth.
Right, and it's such a you don't even have to ketchup. You don't have to refrigerate, right?
I don't know. I always refrigerate mine.
When you go to a restaurant,
they're out all the time.
It's always out. Does that mean it's lasts forever?
No, I don't.
What a question.
I don't know, Dan. That tells if so, then that tells you there's all kinds of crap in it.
I don't
know. To preserve it.
I don't know.
Or do you think it's just?
I know a tomato will get bad on a vine.
Yes, it will.
They'll get rotten.
It will.
So how does ketchup not do that? Anyway, it's also World Environment Day, National Gingerbread Day.
Yay for gingerbread.
And then always my favorite, National Moonshine Day.
Go drink your moonshine, dude.
Newton County moonshine, some of the best around. Japan lands on the moon. I saw the video from that.
Oh, I have not seen that.
They did that. Oh, wait a minute. I saw some video. It says that it's going to land today at 3:24 p.m. tonight or this afternoon.
Oh, so you haven't seen that one.
I haven't seen this one. But there's been a lot of companies that are trying to get up to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
So I even heard that China has got a whole operation going on the dark side of the moon.
Right now?
That's what I hear.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I never know if he's kidding.
Well, mostly of what I say is true. Most of it's not, but it's up to you to discern.
Exactly. That's the problem.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in today. We're going to see you tomorrow for our Friday show. Stick with us till then.
Who's on tomorrow? I don't
Have a great day.
Oh, Jeff Nielsen.
Okay. Have a great day, everybody.